If your company does both residential and commercial work and you're trying to market to both at the same time, I need you to stop what you're doing and watch this video. In my experience working with contractors across the country, this is the single most common mistakes that kills growth and almost nobody talks about it. I'm Anthony with Apex Operations, and today we're breaking down the core difference between residential and commercial construction marketing, psychologically, strategically, and tactically. And we're gonna make a very strong case for why you need to pick one. Not both, just one. Stay with me, because if you apply what we cover today, you're gonna understand exactly why your current marketing might be confusing to your audience and how to fix it. So, here's what I see all the time. A contractor comes to us and says, we do everything. We do kitchens, bathrooms, full custom homes, but we also do commercial and tenant improvements, office build-outs, light industrial, and they want us to run ads and build their website for all of it. And every single time I have to have the same conversation, because here's the truth. The homeowner you're trying to reach and the commercial developer you're trying to reach are completely different human beings. They think differently, they buy differently, they trust differently, and they respond to completely different messages. When you try to speak to both on the same website, the same Instagram, the same ads, you end up speaking to nobody. Your message gets diluted, your credibility gets split, and you look like a generalist in a market that rewards specialists. Let me show you exactly what I mean, because the psychology here is really important. Let's start with the residential homeowner. When a homeowner is thinking about hiring a contractor, whether it's a remodel, a new roof, a deck, a custom home, they're making a completely emotional decision. They want to know, is this person going to show up? Are they going to do what they say they're going to do? Are my neighbors going to be impressed? And is the house going to look amazing? Or are they going to rip me off? Their biggest fear is being scammed or left with an unfinished project. And they're gonna make that decision based on your before and after photos, your reviews, your local presence, and how you make them feel in your marketing. Emotion first, logic second. Now, let's look at the commercial buyer. This is a project manager, a developer, a facilities director, a general contractor. When they're vetting subcontractors or vendors, they are not making an emotional decision, they are managing risk. They wanna know, can you handle a project at scale? Are you insured and are you bonded properly? Have you done this type of work before? What's your track record with deadlines? And if something goes wrong, what happens? They're not scrolling Instagram reels. They're reading your capabilities deck, checking your LinkedIn, looking at your portfolio of completed commercial projects, and calling your references. The sales cycle is months, not days. Two completely different human beings, two completely different fears, two completely different reasons to trust you. You cannot write one message that speaks to both. It's not possible to do this well. Now, you might be thinking, but Anthony, I do both. I have a team that can handle residential and commercial. Why can't I just market to both? You can do both as a business, but your online presence, your website, your ads, your social media needs to be built for one primary market, and here's why. First, search intent. When a homeowner types bathroom remodel contractor near me into Google, they want a residential specialist. When a developer types commercial tenant improvement contractor San Jose, they want a commercial specialist. If your website tries to be both, your SEO is fighting itself. Google can't figure out who you're for, so it shows you to nobody at the top. Second is trust signals. A homeowner lands site and sees a portfolio full of office build-outs and commercial warehouses, that doesn't build trust with them. It confuses them. And the reverse is true too. A commercial developer looking at your site sees a bunch of kitchen remodels and thinks you're too small for the project. Third is ad targeting. On Meta and Instagram, we target homeowners by location, demographics, and homeownership status. The creative, the copy, the offer, all of it speaks directly to that emotional buyer. If we also have commercial messaging on the same account, it dilutes the algorithm's understanding of who you're for. Your cost per lead goes up, your ad performance suffers. Fourth is conversion rates. When someone lands on a page that speaks specifically to them, their problem, their fears, their goals, they convert at a dramatically higher rate than someone who lands on a generic "we do it all" page. Specificity is a superpower in marketing. We've seen this firsthand with our own clients at Apex Operations. Contractors who niche their online presence down to residential saw their cost per lead drop significantly within the first 60 days, not because we spent more money, but because the audience finally matched the message. The market rewarded the specificity. I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, if I only market to residential, I'm leaving commercial money on the table, or vice versa. And here's my honest answer. The commercial work you're getting right now is probably coming from referrals and relationships, not from your website, not from your Instagram, and not from your ads. So if you build your online presence around residential, you're not turning off your commercial pipeline, you're just making your residential marketing actually work. The smart play is this: pick the market where you want to grow online. Build your digital presence for that market specifically. Let referrals and relationships handle the other side while you scale. And if you're at a point where you genuinely want to compete in both markets online, the answer isn't one blended presence. The answer is 2 separate brands, 2 separate websites, 2 separate marketing strategies. That's a business infrastructure decision, not a marketing shortcut. I have never, in years of working in the construction business, seen a single contractor successfully market to both residential and commercial online at the same time with one presence, not once. The contractors who try to do this always underperform the ones who commit to one. So how Apex Operations works with each. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let me walk you through how we approach each market when a contractor comes to us at Apex Operations. For residential clients, we build everything around the emotional buyer. That means hyperlocal Meta and Instagram campaigns, before and after content, video that shows the transformation and introduces the team, geo-targeted ads with city-specific copy, Google local service ads to capture the high-intent searcher, and a CRM pipeline that follows up fast, because in residential, speed to lead is everything. For commercial clients, we build credibility assets. That means a capabilities deck, a portfolio of completed commercial projects with the scope and outcomes, LinkedIn presence, and organic content strategy, Google search campaigns targeting commercial-specific keywords, and email nurture sequences for the long sales cycle. The commercial buyer is doing research, and we make sure that every touch point they find reinforces your credibility and scale. Same agency, 2 completely different playbooks, because the market requires it. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. If you're a construction company that does both residential and commercial work, that's great. Build your business however it makes sense. But when it comes to your online presence, your website, your ads, your content, pick one. Commit to it and dominate it. Specificity wins. The market is always going to reward the contractor who speaks directly to the person that they want to work with. Be that contractor. If you want help figuring out which market is the right fit for your growth goals, or if you're ready to build a marketing strategy that actually works, the link in the description below will take you to a free strategy call with our team. We work with contractors across the country on exactly this. If this video was helpful, hit subscribe. We put out new content on construction marketing and business growth every week. And if you have a specific question about your situation, drop it in the comments below. I read them all. I'm Anthony with Apex Operations. We'll see you on the next one.